quickly hit this, get the setup ready for the regular thing that I usually do. As we'll have this next game. And there we go. Alright, here we go. Juan Marquez against Joe Musgrove. So it's Rockies, Padres. At Petco Park. Should be a very interesting game here, especially that it's Rockies, Padres. Usually the Rockies somehow do something really good against the Padres, but the Padres are loaded because they got Tatis back. Okay, welcome to the second game of the day. Back to Memorial League Baseball. We're in San Diego today, Petco Park, as the Colorado Rockies versus the San Diego Padres. Now, why did I say San Francisco? It's San Diego Padres. On the mound for the Padres is Joe Musgrove. Musgrove had a nice postseason. He had a good regular season too, and he got an extension in the offseason. First up is Randall Glitchik, former Toronto Blue Jay. And here the first pitch of this season for the Padres starts now. This is a NL West matchup here, so there's two teams in the NL West that are playing. So we have this one. There's two series actually from the NL West that have two teams from that division going at it. We have this game right here, and then later on the Diamondbacks play the Dodgers. I believe that will be the game after this one they'll be doing. That one or the Angels Athletics. We'll probably do Angels Athletics. That'll be most likely the game later on. I feel like doing an Evil Dead review, but like, you know what? I might just wait and do the Evil Dead review a different day. A strikeout for Joe Musgrove. This man's second up is Charlie Blackmon. Charlie Blackmon's up.
Nope, ball.
Blackmon, surprisingly, he's the man that's the longest that's been here. And, the Rockies could have kept people like Trevor Story or Nolan Arenado, DJ LeMahieu. They're good guys that they had back then in the late 2010s, but nope. As Charlie Blackmon gets the first hit of the Rockies season. A good hit for Charlie Blackmon. And here's C.J. Cron. Cron's a good power batter. I agree, man. The show is really great graphics. I agree, Austin, with that one. I do like it a lot. So here's C.J. Cron up here at the top of the first inning, only one out, with Charlie Blackmon on first base. 1-1, the check swing there by Cron. And now in real life, C.J. Cron had a hell of a first game against the Padres. He had like 2 home runs in that game.
Ball.
So 2-1 count to C.J. Cron.
2-1.
Foul there, so it's 2-2. Had game earlier today go on. It was the Astros and White Sox in Houston, and the White Sox won 3-1. Whoa, that's a nice hit by C.J. Cron. That ball is right near the wall. That might score the game's first run. And no, it is. It is 1-0 Colorado Rockies. True. So it's 1-0 Rockies off of a big hit by C.J. Cron. So that brings up the former Chicago Cub, Chris Bryant. Of course, he won the World Series with the Cubs back in 2016. Everyone who lives in Chicago will always tell you about 2016 and how the Chicago Cubs finally broke that curse.
That's foul.
And that's foul ball. Bryant won the Hank Aaron Award the same year that they won the World Series. 2-1 count to Chris Bryant.
2 balls, 1
Not a
strike.
surprise that the Colorado Rockies are up 1-0 already. They usually play pretty good against the Padres. It's like how the Montreal Canadiens play well against the Toronto Maple Leafs for some reason. I don't know. There's like this one bad team. No matter how good your team is, there's always one bad team that plays always good against you. Here comes Alan Trenman. Or Trenjo, actually, is how his name is. So it's Alan Trenjo. Playing third. You don't hardly see this guy very much playing for the Rockies, but due to their weird off-season moves, they put weird people in weird spots. 1-1 here to Allen. With C.J. Cron at second base. Strike there to Allen, so it's 1-2 count. Now, for people that don't know, Fernando Tatis Jr. is in this. In real life, he wasn't able to play until last night. That was due to a suspension, but there you go. So C.J. Cron, he put the Rockies up 1-0 thanks to a nice big double of his. That's something I really like with the show, that sequence. So here's Yohan Marquez for the Rockies. He's really their only ace. Yeah, I'm gonna have that game on my laptop too. Here's Xander Bogaerts. I hear this walk-up song to Bogaerts all the time because it's used a lot when they do the missions in the Diamond Dynasty mode. Bogaerts pops one up, and will it be caught? No, a diving play by C.J. Cron completely fails. Bogaerts signed a big 11-year deal with the Padres in the offseason. Former Boston Red Sox, and there's the first hit in a Padres uniform for Xander Bogaerts. And Bogaerts gets over to second base. Great early hit for Xander Bogaerts. Next up to the Cron zone, Jake Cronenworth, the second baseman. Ball to Jake Cronenworth. Like I said to Yohan Marquez, Marquez is not a bad pitcher at all. He's really their ace. But right now, he's just their guy that's like, you know what, I'm your franchise's best pitcher for right now. Until like one of our young prospects comes up in the system and becomes better than me. It's that type of a deal with Yohan Marquez. He had a great 2019, I will say that. Heads up there in the bullpen. 1-2 here to Jake Cronenworth. And a foul there to Cronenworth. A lot of Padre people in the background with the stands. There's a few Colorado people, as you can tell by the purple sweaters and shirts and all of that stuff. Rockies have one of my more favorite uniforms in the league with that purple. It looks really good. Usually not a lot of teams in the sport rock purple. As there's a base hit for Jake Cronenworth. And this game is tied. An RBI single for Jake Cronenworth. And out comes Manny Machado. Machado had a great year last year for San Diego. Was, I believe, third in the MVP voting last year for the Padres. It was either Machado finished third or second in MVP voting, only behind. If he was third, then he was only behind Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt. Or if he was second, he was only behind Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt won the MVP that last season. Machado got a piece of one. The ball is carrying, but it is an easy catch out in left field by Chris Bryant. Cronenworth still on first base as out comes Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis, this is his first game in a long time. Had that motorcycle accident back in 2022. Was not able to play any game at all in the 2022 season. But Tatis, what a player. He's only 23 years old, and this man's put up numbers that only legends like Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, Lou Gehrig, those types of legends. He's put up those numbers already. He's only 23 years old. He is such an athlete. Fernando Tatis Jr. is. He's one of the reasons why the Padres are my favorite team in the league. Tatis! And Tatis hits it down there. And gets on first base. Cronenworth safely slides into third. And there's runners on the corners for the Padres.
That is good.
So Tatis's first at-bat in a little while. Gets on base, and here's Juan Soto, the former Washington National and World Series champion. Soto was traded here last season due to the fact that Soto did not want to sign any deal with the Nationals to stay with them, and so they traded him to the Padres. They got a lot of prospects back from the Padres for that, but Juan Soto is an absolute beast of a player. Think of him like that one player who's on that like a really bad team, but is such a good player, and then he finally goes to a great team. That type of deal. Foul tip there by Soto. Yeah, you know what? That would be nice. I'd like to see that. Soto hits it down the first base line, and Soto's going to drive and run. It's now 2-1 Padres. Marquez getting beaten up here in the bottom of the first inning. Here comes Matt Carpenter, former New York Yankee and St. Louis Cardinal. Right now, this San Diego crowd is rocking it right now.
That's the ball.
1-1 here to Matt Carpenter. Carpenter, you know, he had a fine year last year over in New York, but he's gotta be feeling great that he's over in the with Padres, because I'll tell you that I think he'd rather be in this division than the AL East, because that AL East division is disgusting because of how good every team is in that AL East division. In real life, the American League East, all the teams are over 500 or better. That's disgusting for one division, for every team to be 500 or better. Here's Nelson Cruz. Cruz is like, my goodness, Cruz got a big piece of one, and Cruz hits one off, bounces off the wall. Cruz is going to score a couple runs. You gotta believe that. Nope. Yep. Nelson Cruz scores a few runs, and it's 4-1 now, Padres. And here's Austin Nola, the older brother of Aaron Nola.
No, that missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
As you saw the Rockies dugout manager right there. He's gotta be feeling like, oh crap, this is not going well already. 1-1 here to Austin Nola. Nola used to be a Seattle Mariner. They came over to the Padres. Helped them beat the Dodgers in last year's postseason.
Ball.
2-1 here to Austin Nola. This has just been an explosive fury offense here in the bottom of the first inning by the Padres. And Nola is just going to ground out the third and be out. That's the end of the first inning. It is 4-1 Padres. Top of the second, Elias Diaz, catcher of the Rockies. Rockies, I mean, like I said, they're not really that good. They just have a lot of old guys and not too many young guys on that team. Most of the young guys are the majors.
The third baseman, number 24.
Here's Ryan McMahon. McMahon's a good power hitter. I'll give him that. Good lefty. You know, his defense isn't really that good, but he's got a great power in his bat. Kind of like C.J. Cron, but Cron's got more power than Ryan McMahon. Here's your umpire list right there. Behind the dish is Freddie. And no, it's not Freddie Freeman. And a strike there to Ryan McMahon. 1-2 to McMahon here with the Padres.
That's
And
the ball.
Ball there to McMahon. Just look at the chat here, just make sure everything's okay. And here we go, pitch by Musgrove, and that's another ball. So it's a full count to Ryan McMahon with the former Padre on deck, Jerickson Profar. There's a hit by Ryan McMahon. He got a great piece of one. Ran off the wall, goes that. That took a funny bounce off the wall, and Tatis was able to field it. And that's a double for Ryan McMahon. Here comes Jerickson Profar, the former Padre, signed in the offseason. Kind of weird that he decided to go to the Rockies of all teams. Rockies already have themselves a crowded outfield, so I don't know why he'll go there.
Ball outside.
All right, at 2-0 to Jared Saprofar. Yeah, I have to yawn here. Whew. Expect another video coming out later. Oh, nice catch. Nice catch by Jake Cronenworth at second base.
The shortstop.
And here comes the rookie, Ezekiel Tovar. Tovar is... I can see Ezekiel Tovar being the franchise's best shortstop for the Rockies once his career is over with, and that's a pop-up. All right, top of the second's over, still 4-1 Padres. And up comes Ha-Seong Kim. Kim was a big factor in why the Padres won Game 4 over the Dodgers in that NLDS last year.
Did he go?
Kind of started off all that offense in that bottom of the 7th inning, which they scored 4 runs in, which helped them beat the Dodgers 4-1. And a 1-1 count here to Ha-Seong Kim. Kim playing shortstop for the Padres. He's got Tatis out in the field. Tatis usually plays shortstop for the Padres, but they figured just keeping Ha-Seong Kim at shortstop just because he's a better fielder than Tatis. And I think it's better for Tatis's body to play over in the field. Actually, no, it's Bogarts is at shortstop. What am I saying?
Full count.
Ooh, strike two. I thought it was a strikeout, but it wasn't. Full count here to Ha-Seong Kim. And there's a strikeout for Yohan Marquez. It's the second of the day, and up comes Xander Bogaerts.
Shortstop.
Bogaerts on the top 3 batting averages last year in the American League. Bogaerts usually always knows to hit for average. He did win the 2000, if I was correct, he won the 2020 batting average title. Woo! Big hit by Bogaerts. That ball's flying. And ooh, nice catch. Chris Bryant on a running grab. Beauty grab out in the field by Chris Bryant. Running one at that one, backhanded. And here's Jake Cronenworth.
That missed. That's the ball.
Just a ball for Jake Cronenworth. And ooh, another just barely a ball. I don't know how that's a ball, but it's 2-0 for Jake Cronenworth. Oh, nice pitch. Yohan Marquez just at the corner spot. Right on the line to Jake Cronenworth. And out comes another pitch. 2-2 here to Jake Cronenworth by Yohan Marquez. One thing I'll give Rockies credit for is they got a great outfield out there when it comes to defensive plays. All their outfielders know how to make great defensive stops like dives or random catches or running grabs. They know how to do that. Oh, and there's a strikeout for Yohan Marquez on Jake Cronenworth. And that's the end of the second. Still 4-1 San Diego here in Petco Park. And here's Randall Glitchick. I've been bouncing back and forth on if I want to actually buy Dead Island 2 right now. Like, I want to buy it, but it costs so much. Like, I believe without tax here in Canada, it's basically about $100. With tax, I believe it's like over $110, which is insanity. I never expected that. I mean, I got some good money in my bank account, but I don't know, like, immediately if I want to get Dead Island 2. That's a strikeout for Musgrove. Out comes Charlie Blackman. I got speed here, but I can't. For all you wrestling fans, expect CM Punk to be on AEW pretty soon. They've been talking about if they want to bring him back or not.
That's it.
2-0 here, Charlie Blackman. Just need to check my bank here for just a quick second, so if I don't say anything for a little bit, don't worry.
The first baseman, number 25, CJ Cron.
Oh, yeah. No, that missed.
I don't know if anyone heard that from the crowd in the background, but one of the guys in the crowd, when there was a ball that was called, one of the people in the crowd said he was talking about how that was a bad call, but he's seen worse. There's the out now, in the top of the third, still 4-1 San Diego Padres. Here's Manny Machado. That's one thing I really liked about the show. They actually put in like walkout songs and stuff. Because you never know. There's Manny Machado a little bit there. Two-time Gold Glover. Back when he was in the Baltimore Orioles. It's kind of crazy to believe that Manny Machado was a Baltimore Oriole at one point in his career. He was a Dodger for like, I believe, 2 years, then he signed with San Diego. Oh, and there's a strikeout on Manny Machado by Juan Marquez. A good strikeout.
Now
Here's
back,
Tatis.
right fielder,
Great to see Tatis back. Big fan of his. And definitely, I'd easily see this kid Tatis, by the end of his career, he'd definitely be the franchise's greatest player of all time, depending on what happens in his career. And it's going to be a little bit harder for Tatis to be the best player in their history because of Mr. Padre, Tony Gwynn.
That's a ball.
Gwynn was an absolute stud of a player for San Diego. Gwynn was more of a contact hitter, but he hardly would ever strike out, and there's a strikeout, number 5 for Juan Marquez.
the left fielder, number 22, Juan.
Here's Juan Soto. That was almost right down the middle of the plate, but Soto just took it. Soto, one of my more favorite batting stance in the league. Soto hits it up. Oh, diving play. Well, he better get it out. Yeah. Whoa. Nice dive by Ezekiel Tovar, the rookie. What a diving play for Ezekiel Tovar. Perfect by Ezekiel Tovar. And here comes Chris Bryant.
The right fielder.
I didn't give Rockies credit, even though it was 4-1 at the end of the first inning. It's still only 4-1, so they can easily just come back in this game if they want to. Chris Bryant, he joined the Rockies in the offseason last year in a weird contract. It was a big one for some reason. But you know, you'd never underestimate a guy like Chris Bryant, especially that he's a former World Series champion. All three of the big players from the Cubs that won that World Series are all on different teams now. Bryant's here in Colorado. Javier Baez is over in Detroit. And Anthony Rizzo's over with the Yankees. And here's Alan Trejo.
Ball.
It's a ball. No one really expects the Rockies to do anything this year, which, you know what? That makes sense. The Rockies are just one of those teams that just want to get those good prospects in the draft.
That's a ball.
And then build them up to help their franchise, because really, the Rockies don't really have a giant history when it comes to winning. Of course, they had their superstars and really good players, but they never really had other than 2007, they haven't really had like this giant, deep playoff run. 2007 was the only year they had one, and that year they went all the way to the World Series. But but they got swept by the Boston Red Sox in that World Series, which isn't surprising. That Boston Red Sox team was great. Here's Diaz. 1-1 to Diaz by Joe Musgrove. And hit by Diaz. That's just going to be easily fielded by Cronenworth for the out. And the top of the fourth is over. Padres jump bat with Matt Carpenter. Really, Marquez got past the scary part of the lineup. Let's find out what will happen. Matt Carpenter is really a sought-after player in that draft. He was picked in the 13th round, which is insanity to believe. It's good to see him here in San Diego. Like I said, Padres could use a power bat again like his.
Ball inside. Especially
now they got Tatis bat. Tatis is going to really do some stuff. He probably has to get some rust off his bat, but once that rust gets off Tatis, then he will definitely start teeing off again. 2-2 here, Carpenter.
Ball.
A 3 and a full count here for Matt Carpenter with Nelson Cruz on deck. And a strikeout for Juan Marquez. He's been having a nice day other than that first inning. And here's the center fielder, Nelson Cruz. Cruz has played for a lot of teams in his career. He played in Texas, he's played in Baltimore, he's played in, where else? He's played in Washington, he's played in Tampa Bay, he's played for Minnesota, and right now, he played for Washington last year, and now he's playing for San Diego. That's insanity to think. He's played for a lot of teams. I remember when he was super good with the Texas Rangers back in those early 2010s when the Rangers were like one of the best teams in the league. I still remember what that series in 2015, the Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. That was an insane series. Won all 5 games. All the games but Game 5 were won by the away team. Game 5 was won by the Blue Jays. What was probably one of, if not the craziest game in baseball history when it comes to postseason baseball. Whoa, a little slide there. A slide little there by C.J. Crone to grab that ball. That was insane. That slide by Crone. And here's Austin Nola. It's a nice slider by Marquez. Like I said, Yohan Marquez has had a fine game other than that first inning. Other than the first inning where he let in 4 runs. He's had a fine game.
That's a foul ball.
And Nola hits an interesting ball into the crowd. I don't know how he hit that one.
One ball,
1-2 here to Austin Nola. Nola's already seen his brother Aaron play earlier today, and they got destroyed by the Rangers. And there's a strikeout again for Yohan Marquez. That's the end of the 4th inning. It is still 4-1 San Diego. Thanks to some nice plays out in the outfield and infield by the Rockies, and a good pitching performance by Yohan Marquez. Here's Ryan McMahon. He had that really good double in the top of the second when he hit it off the wall. And that's just going to be a flyout, I believe, for Ryan McMahon, unless it drops somehow. And there you go. And here's Jarrison Profar. Jarrison Profar, like I said earlier, he's not really a bat type of guy. He's not really a hitting player. He's a very defensive-sounded type of guy. He's great in the field. He's made so many great plays where he makes a lot of jumps and dives. But he's not really a hitter. Well, that's okay. Here's Tovar again. Tovar already shown off the highlights already earlier in the game when he made that diving play.
1 ball, no strikes.
The dive into the throw. That was a great play by Tovar. And already 1-1 to Ezekiel Tovar by Joe Musgrove. There's definitely one game that Joe Musgrove will always remember for the rest of his life, and that was Game 3 of the NL Wildcard Series against the New York Mets, where he threw 7 innings, and he only allowed 2 hits through those 2 innings against the Mets. And everyone knows how good the New York Mets are. Ah-San Kim now up the cleanup against Yohan Marquez. Make sure the chat's going. At the bottom of the 5th inning, which is a pretty good spot to be in right now. It could very well just stay 4-1 for the rest of the game.
1-2.
Depends maybe if any offense wants to wake up. Especially the Rockies. I know the Rockies do have a couple of those power in there. And they're not afraid to hit, so who knows if the Rockies should try to mount a comeback. And Kim strikes out again. And that's
No matter.
the 8th strikeout of the day for Yohan Marquez. Here's Bogarts. Bogarts had a nice hit, but it got an interesting caught by Chris Bryant. Remember that the last time Bogarts was up. He got a great hit, but a better defensive play by Chris Bryant. So let's see what Bogarts will have in store at this at-bat, his 3rd of the day.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2-0.
Bogarts, 4-time All-Star. 2022, he had a great year. 2020.
3-0.
2021, I believe, he was also an All-Star. I don't remember the other year he was. I think it was 2018, 2017, maybe.
Hoo-yah.
Ooh, nice.
3-1.
3-1 here to Xander Bogarts. Really? We're doing MVP chants already? This is the first game of the season. There's still 161 games left, people. Calm down. Bogarts is not the MVP yet. This is only game number 1. Bogarts will just ground it out the 3rd, and that'll be it for Bogarts. Here comes Drake Cronenworth. And Crone zone up the bat. Cronenworth 1 for 2 today.
Yeah.
And first pitch strike by Yohan Marquez. Cronenworth, I said right there, was an All-Star in 2021 and 2022. He really only made the All-Star team in 2022 due to an injury, due to an injury to a different player. And another foul by Cronenworth, 0-2. See if Yohan Marquez can get out of another inning again. Like I said, other than the first inning, he's been great. Oh, another strikeout for Yohan Marquez. I believe that's his 9th of the day. And here's Randall Glitchick.
The center fielder, Randall Glitchick.
Whoa, that's a big hit ball into the crowd. Like they said earlier, like I said earlier in the game, Randall Glitchick was a former Toronto Blue Jay. I believe he got traded. Yeah, he got traded to the Rockies for Raimel Tapia. Tapia now plays for the Boston Red Sox. I don't know why. But you know what? Sometimes people just decide to sign whoever they want to. 2-2 here to Randall Glitchick. Randall Glitchick definitely does have power in that bat. He's a fine outfielder too when it comes to speed and some defense. And Charlie Blackmon's coming to bat after this. And a strikeout for Joe Musgrove. Musgrove's 5th of the day, and here comes Charlie Blackmon. 1 for 2 already for Charlie Blackmon. And a strike right at top of the zone by Joe Musgrove, 0-1. Feels great to be here at Paintball Park. My favorite ballparks, if not, I believe my favorite ballpark in the league, I'm not sure. It's either this or PNC Park over in Pittsburgh. Charlie Blackmon, and there's a catch by Cruz, and now there's 2 down. And here comes C.J. Cron. Cron, the only player from the Rockies that has an RBI today. I mean, one swing of that bat by Cron, and this thing's a 4-2 game. He's got a lot of power in that bat, especially against lefties he does.
Ball outside.
2-0 to C.J. Cron.
That's down. That's a ball.
3-0 to C.J. Cron with Chris Bryant up next.
Yeehaw.
And 3-1.
3-1.
Question is, will we see a full count to C.J. Cron? There's a foul by Cron, so we got a full count now. Chris Bryant will be on deck as well if C.J. Cron gets on base. Another strikeout by Joe Musgrove. Here's Manny Machado. He'll be up first, and then it's Tatis. And then it's Juan Soto. That was cool animation. I love that. Oh, looks like they took out Yohan Marquez, and now it's Lamet.
Your attention, please.
Yeah.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 32, Dinelson
Lamet. So, Dinelson Lamet is up. So, Yeah, Nielsen Lamet. It's Manny Machado here.
Ball.
Interesting that they took him out. Justin Lawrence and Brett Suter are in the bullpen right now warming up for the Rockies, just in case if something happens. Interesting that they took out Yohan Marquez, considering that that dude was out in a good game, other than that first inning. But you know what? Sometimes you just want to change. 1-2 to Machado here by Lamet.
Ball.
2-2.
2-2.
And Machado hits it right to Ezekiel Tovar, and Tovar will throw it to first for the out. And here's Tatis. A ball here to Tatis. Tatis, in just those 4 seasons he's been in this league, I mean, like I said earlier in the day, he's an absolute freak of an athlete. He's such a good player. Now people will say, oh, it's because he used PEDs. No, he did not use that type of stuff for his play. He doesn't need those. He's not Barry Bonds.
Nope.
2-2 to Fernando Tatis
2-2.
Jr. Whoa, big time wild pitch, and now it's a full count to Tatis. And Tatis hits one, and Tovar's will field it. Questions the amount time. Yes, just barely gets Tatis out in time. And here comes Juan Soto.
No, ball. That's the ball.
It's 2-2 Tatis.
2-0.
Soto is intimidating him.
Ball, that's it.
It's a 3-0 to Juan Soto. I expect Soto to have a good year here in San Francisco. Juan Soto! Rushing one into the stands. Not a surprise there. A 391 off the bat for Juan Soto. Absolute blast by Soto. Absolute big-time blast. Not surprised that's coming off the bat of Soto. Soto's got that lots of power in him. There to a home run by Juan Soto, his first of the year.
Yeehaw!
Up here, we've got the cotton candy seller out in the crowd, as you can hear him in the background. Oh, and a strikeout by Lamet, but damage has been dealt thanks to Juan Soto.
No days off, we don't take a break. Gotta get it right now, ain't no time to wait. Putting blood, sweat, and tears.
So here comes Chris Bryant as the Rockies are down by 4 runs here at the top of the 7th.
Ball. 1-0. That's the ball.
And a 3-0 count to Chris Bryant here. And Alan Trejo is going to be up next.
Nope, ball 4. Take your base.
Okay, so ball 4 to Chris Bryant. Bryant will go first, and here's Alan Trejo.
That missed. That's the ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ooh, Alan Trejo. He got a piece of one. That's just a fly out to the left to Soto. Of course, they got Tatis out in right field this time.
The catcher, number 35, Elias Diaz.
Here's Diaz. Diaz, and that's throwing me a fly out. Unless Tatis can not field it properly, but he does. Now up come Ryan McMahon. It's good for McMahon, because if he didn't do this, McMahon could get a good hit in there. You got a chance to try to have a comeback for the Rockies. Strike to McMahon, 1-1.
Here.
Strike 2. And strike 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now here we go. Bottom of the 7th, Nelson Cruz up the bat.
Yeah.
Cruz hits a little foul there, so it's 0-2. And a strikeout for Lamet on Cruz. Here's Austin Nola. And up, and wait. Throw to, whoa, and that's off the bag. Or too zealous throw by McMahon.
One and out.
So 1-0 to Hassan Kim here. Kim will foul that one off, so it's 1-1. There's another 2 innings to go here in San Diego. So the Padres will try to even up the score even more if they want to. 1 and 2 here to Hassan Kim. Or maybe the Rockies can try to mount another comeback. That's if they try hard enough.
Two and
2-2 here to Hassan Kim. Now, usually in normal MLB seasons, these two teams will be seeing each other all the time, but thanks to the new schedules
Ball.
for this season, they won't be seeing each other as much as they always usually do. That's just how things are. Just every team will play every team now in the league a lot more times than usual. As there's a strike 3 to Hassan Kim for Lamet. It's his 3rd strikeout of the day, and here's Bogarts.
shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Bogarts 1 for 3 today. Let's see if Bogarts try to go 2 for 4.
That's the ball.
Ball 1 to Bogarts.
1-0. Back one.
1-1 to Bogarts. Good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. Back 2.
Whoa, 1 and 2 to Bogarts. He check swing on that one. Fans are not liking that call by the official, or by the umpire actually, not the official. Bogarts, and that's a foul. Surprised he even got a small piece of that one.
No,
2-2 to Bogarts. Hey, you never know, they might walk Bogarts. Bogarts hits a ball. That's most likely just going to be a fly out to Bryant. And yep, that's going to be the end of the 7th. 5-1 still Padres. Top of the 8th, Jarrett Profar will lead it off for the Rockies.
Hey.
There's 0-1 to Profar. I said the former Padre. He was Padres had a great year last year. Made it all the way to the NL Championship Series, but they would end up losing to the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, Phillies are a lot different team than usual. Phillies are that team that just, you know, it's not great during the regular season. Like, they're not a good team during the regular season, but when they hit the playoffs, they're a team to watch out for. Like, you don't want to play. It feels like they're like the New York Islanders of baseball. You know, just like the Islanders, they're not a great regular season team, but if you see them in the postseason, look out for them.
He's out.
It's the first out there in this 8th inning. Here's Zeke Tovar. Tovar, you know, he used to be the best prospect in the Rockies system. Then he got called up. And so now the best prospect in their system's like... It's kind of tough to pick who. There's Michael Toglia, there's Johnson, and then there's Zach Veen. I would say Zach Veen. In my opinion, he's the best prospect the Rockies have right now. Oh, almost a diving play by Tatis there. Gotta be careful, only he wants to get injured again. Tovar will foul that one off. As you see on the bottom screen here, there's the scores of the other games we had today. Reds beat the Pirates by a lot.
2-2.
Same with the Rangers beating the Phillies by a lot. I know it's different than what, you know, they usually would see on our streams, but that's okay. Tovar struck out there to Joe Musgrove. That's Musgrove's 7th strikeout or 8th strikeout of the day. Is Randall Litchik.
1 ball, no strike.
No to Randall Litchik. Once this video's done, and I'll start uploading this video and the last video up on YouTube. And then when the next video we do is done, I'll upload that. Don't expect any videos until Tuesday, just because tomorrow I got a family barbecue to go to, and I work Sunday and Monday. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wait on the Evil Dead review until Tuesday. Just, you know, some people can get so that the people can get a look at it first, and then I'll upload my review just to see what people think in the comments.
Got it.
And that's the end of the top of the 8th. Still 5-1 San Diego Padres.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Here's Justin Lawrence for the Rockies coming in.
Number 61. Justin.
In my opinion, the Rockies have the worst bullpen in the league. I'd probably say the Washington Nationals are 2nd worst. 3rd worst? I don't know if I want to say Oakland or Los Angeles Angels. The Angels have a shit bullpen. When I mean shit, I mean it's bad. It's like bottom 5. That's how bad they are. Like their starting pitching's a lot better than it has been in years. And their lineup's a lot better too, but their bullpen is terrible. So the Angels don't make the playoffs this year. It's because of that bullpen being so bad. Reds have a fine bullpen. I wouldn't really say that they're bad. I think I would have to go Baltimore for the 5th worst bullpen in the league. I'm not sure. Like, they have a really good closer. Baltimore does. But other than that, that's it.
Nope, ball. Countable.
It's Manny Machado. He's on deck. So Jake Cronenworth here, the first batter of this inning for the Padres. He's not full count. And he gets a strikeout. And there's one for Justin Lawrence. It's first of the day, and here's Manny Machado. Now, who do I think has the best bullpen out of every team in the league? Ooh, that's a good question. I'd probably say the best bullpens in the league are Houston Astros, Tampa Bay Rays,
Ball.
Dodgers, the Guardians,
1 and 2 to count.
and I don't want to say the Phillies, but I feel like I want to say the Phillies. So I'll say Phillies. Strikeout there to Manny Machado, and here's Tatis. Tatis 1 for 3 in his first game back. And, you know, that's fine. At least get, you know, as long as you get one hit in there. You know, you're just feeling rusty. You just gotta let the rest wear off.
Ball, that's up.
Ball there by Justin Lawrence. Whoa, almost hit Tatis. There's a 3-0 count to Tatis as Soto's on deck. Just in case if they walk Tatis or Tatis gets on base. And Tatis gets a hit, and Tovar somehow is able to field it in time, but Tatis outrun it, so Tatis is safe at first. And here's Juan Soto. Soto hit a home run, and it's Lamet, so that's how it was 5-1 Padres. Never know, he made 7-1 or 6-1, who knows? Tatis is trying to steal second base. I just see why. It's easy to steal base off the Rockies. Rockies are definitely a team to steal a lot off from. 0-2 to Juan Soto. Soto's had a nice day for the Padres so far at that 2-3. He's got a single and a home run. Whoa! Pretty nice slider. Almost hit Soto.
Ball.
Soto taunting him on that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 here to Juan Soto. Tatis has to get back to first.
He's in there.
And they want to make sure that Tatis does not steal second.
Ball.
Full count to Juan Soto, and then Soto's taunting him. Soto hits a hit, and it's foul. Again, full count for Juan Soto. Soto hits the ball, and it's carrying, right into the glove of Chris Bryant. That's the end of the 8th inning. We're going to go to the top of the 9th. The Padres have an opportunity to end this game.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres.
Neville.
74.
Neville. Okay, Neville Chrismat. So there's Neville Chrismat. Okay, Charlie Blackmon's up first for the Rockies. I almost said the Padres, but no, that'll be their pitcher. Chrismat. Yeah, Chrismat. Nabil Chrismat. Let's see if the Padres close this game out. Padres do have a good bullpen, probably top 10 in the league when it comes to bullpens. I want to put them top 5, though. There's a lot of really good top 5 bullpens in the National League.
2-1.
Two and one here, Charlie Blackmon hits a ball and over the glove of the first baseman. So that was a nice hit by Charlie Blackmon, and he gets to the second base. And here's C.J. Cron. Cron could easily make this a 2-run game if he could.
That's high, that's a ball.
I don't know if anyone heard that, but someone in the stands just said, "What game are you watching?" The umpire. A couple of guys in the bullpen for Padres. That's fine. I know that the Padres put someone in if something goes a little bit south for them. 2-1 here to C.J. Cron.
2-1.
3-1. Chris Bryant's on deck for the Rockies just in case they need him. Cron, who hit one here. It's basically just going to be a fly out to Juan Soto. Soto will grab that one and have to throw it. There's the Padre bell ringing there. They love to do that in the 9th inning. Every out, they ring the bell. For 1 out, it's 1. 2 rings is 2, and 3 is 3 rings. Here's Chris Bryant. 2 outs remain. Whoa, interesting curveball there.
1-0.
Padres crowd can get very vocal in games. Not surprised. So will the Dodger
Oh, yeah?
fans as well. I mean, lots of teams' fans will get very vocal during division matchup games. And there's going to be a lot of talking between fan bases when the Padres play the Dodgers. Those two teams hate each other. Or since 2020 in that NLCS Wildcard Series. the NL Wildcard Series. No, the NL DS Series, not the Wildcard Series. That was when the Padres, they weren't as good as they are today. There's 2 outs. And here it goes, Allen, Trejo. Question is, will he be the last out of this game?
Nope, ball. One ball.
So with
no
a bell
strike.
toll for Allen and the Rockies. As they're down by 4 runs here at the top of the 9th, this is the last out. And Allen will hit a ball right to center field. Cruz does not have enough time to field it properly and get home, so it is now 5-2. As here comes, here's Josh Hader. Oh, here's Josh Hader. The big closer for the Padres. Here's Elias Diaz. Hader let a hit happen. There's a hit allowed by Josh Hader, one of the best closers in the league.
Pinch hitting for the Rockies.
We got a pinch hitter. Jonathan Diaz is up for a pinch hitter. Interesting. Bringing some more offense in. So 5-2 here. Josh Hader's on the mound for the Padres. Only need 1 more out to end the game. Hader had one of his biggest moments of his career last season in the postseason against the Dodgers. Hader trying to field a ball properly. I don't know if he can in time. Now they got him. That's ball game. Padres win 5-2 in home opener. So Joe Musgrove gets player of the game for Padres. 8 innings, 3 hits allowed, 8 strikeouts. Josh Hader gets the save for the Padres as they win 5-2 over the Rockies. We will have another game later on today, as it will be, I'm thinking it will be the Angels versus the Oakland A's. And we'll see you next time for that game.